You're having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Porch Light Letters podcast number 2515. Today we are talking about family heirloom investigations. Yes, the stories behind those things that have been passed down over the years. I even have a couple of examples. I have more examples around the house, but I brought two with me today. But every family has them: a pocket watch tucked away in a drawer, a piece of jewelry passed from one generation to the next, an old photograph, military medals, handwritten recipe books, Bibles, sewing boxes, or mysterious objects that nobody is quite sure how the family acquired. Yes, there are some of those around. Like my mother keeps going, where'd you get this from? I go, I don't know. Many people see heirlooms as treasured possessions, and in my case, most of them are, yes. And genealogists see them as clues. Family heirlooms often tell the stories that records cannot. They can reveal occupations, military service, migration patterns, cultural traditions, religious beliefs, family relationships, and important life events. Sometimes an inspection, marker's mark, photograph, or handwritten note can even unlock an entirely new avenue of research. The value of an heirloom is really found in its monetary value. Its true value is the story attached to it. Who owned it? Why was it important? How did it make its way through the family? What events did it witness? Why was it preserved when so many other possessions disappeared over time? Every object has a history, and even family heirloom has the potential to connect us with people we may never have met, but whose lives helped shape ours. And that is true in these cases. One of them that I've got. The next time you come across an old family item, take a closer look. You may be holding far more than an object. You may be holding a piece of your family's history. And I have a couple of examples here. I have other examples around the house, but I quickly grabbed these two before we started today. This first one is a barometer that was my great grandfather's. I can never remember. Every time I think about it, I have to ask my parents, whose was this again? But I believe that if I remember correctly, this was my great-grandfather's on my mother's side of the family. It's made of solid oak. It's got a place here to hang it all up, and it's a barometer. It doesn't work anymore. I could probably take it in and get it fixed or whatever, but I don't really care. And it hangs up like that. And it's a barometer. It tells you the pressure, gives you an idea of whether you're going to get rain change or whatever. But that blue needle that's in there, which is the one that's supposed to move, it very rarely moves. And the gold level, I can still adjust it so that they match up, because you can do that, adjust them to a match. So it's a barometer from my great-grandfather on my mother's side. And if I remember correctly, it is her father's, is it her father's? It might be second great-grandfather. It's on her father's side of the family, and it's either his father or his grandfather. So my grandfather's father or my grandfather's grandfather. Was one of those. So that's the first thing. The second thing I've got, and this one and I don't know how I got the barometer. It was given to me at some point in time, I think by my mum and dad, and I've taken care of it ever since. It's been on a little trip over to the US and back again. I've had it for years and years. It sounds like China. But this next piece, I know the story behind. Well, I know most of the story behind it. This. When my grandmother was 16, she bought this item for her mother's birthday and gave it to her mother for her birthday, and now I have it. But it's this beautiful little tea set. You've got the cup with the gorgeous little flowers on it, the gold trim on there. It's got the little maker's thingy on the bottom. I have no idea if it's got a little saucer that comes with it. And sorry, it's a little dusty. And then it has a little bread and butter plate to go with it. And this set, my grandmother, when she was 16, gave it to her mother for her birthday. So it's my granny, and I have met Granny. So yes, this was a treasured item that my great-grandmother had that then went back to my grandmother after my granny passed. And eventually I ended up with it. My mum's looking around the house as we were unpacking things, and she goes, "Where'd you get that from?" I go, "Oh, that came from so-and-so's, that came from da-da-da-da." She says, "How did you end up with all of these?" I says, "I don't know. They just appeared, and I got given them, and some told me the story, some didn't, and there it is. That's it." So, but yes, that's as much of the story that I know, is that my grandmother, when she was 16, purchased that tea set for her mother's birthday. And so Granny I got to meet. She passed in 1973. Yeah, pretty sure 73. It's either 72 or 73. And I had met her and got to visit her and Pop at their places. Then Pop died 5 years after her. So I got to visit my granny and Pop, and that's the only great grandparents I've ever got to meet out of my grandparents. You have two, great grandparents, you have four of them. So out of my four great grandparents, I only ever got to meet one, because all the other ones were gone before I came along. So those are just a couple of little heirloom items. I have a jewelry box that was my nana's. I have, what else do I have? I have a tapestry that was done by my great-grandfather, Harry Harper Eakins, and it used to hang in the last house my grandparents were in. It used to hang on the wall above the dining room table. It got taken out of the frame and sent to me after they were cleaning out Grandma's house. That got sent to me at that point. And it was a tapestry done by, but I can't bring it. It's big. It needs to be, and I'm going to get it reframed so I can hang it back up again. Currently, it's all folded in tissue paper and being kept that way. I just have lots of bits and pieces that I've picked up over the years. Some of them I remember how I got them, and some of them I don't. But who knows? Being back in New Zealand, the memories for New Zealand have been unlocked. So we'll see how that goes. So that's that. Oh, I do have a challenge for you guys today. Your challenge today is choose one. Today's family history challenge is choose one family heirloom in your home, take a photograph of it, and write down everything you know about it, including who owned it, where it came from, why it was kept. Then ask another family member what they know. You may discover a story that has never been written down before. That's what we love about genealogy. There's so many mysteries out there, and mysteries don't have to be. Remember, mysteries. Excuse me. Mysteries don't have to be like a criminal mystery, like a theft or a murder or something like that. It could just be the fact of, like, we have this tea set. Where did it come from? That's your little mystery. So go find a family heirloom, take a picture of it, and write down everything that you know about it. And with that, we are out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hei konera.